This is lab 13.2.8, and the first step is going to have you log in to pfSense using the username and password. So this is what you would use right here. Once you're logged in, this is your pfSense website. The first thing you want to do is create a certificate authority. So in order to find that, we're going to go to the VPN, and we're basically going to create it using a wizard. So open VPN, and up top right here, I'm looking for the wizard. There we go. Gonna go ahead and leave that the same. Next, and right here, want your descriptive name. That's what you're gonna input there. So CorpNet, and then the country code. Country code right here. So basically, you're just going down the list. State, and you're gonna continue with this in the next when you're adding a new certificate. On the next step, and then the organization, the CorpNet. Then we're going to go ahead and add a new certificate. And then the next step over here, the next name, CorpNet. And then everything else I believe should be the same. Yeah. So go ahead and add it because all this is going to be the same. Now that we're here under the VPN server, we're going to use these settings. The interface is going to be WAN instead of LAN. So we got to change that to WAN. The protocol is UDP, which is user datagram protocol, and it's on IPv4. Looks like we're there already. The description is CorpNet, so we're going to add a description right here to right here. All right. Now we're looking for the tunnel IP right here. So right here is where we add our IP for the tunnel. 28.20.0 subnet of a 24. Same thing for the local network right here. And then a subnet of 24 also. Concurrent connections 4. So you can use the up down arrow, or you can actually just type it in 4. DNS server 1. DNS server, so we got all these servers. We're looking for DNS server 1. All right. So once we do all that, we're going to go ahead and hit next. And now it wants us to add a firewall rule, and it wants us to do an open VPN rule. We're going to go to next. Then we're going to go ahead and it says go ahead and finish this up. We just create it, finish, and here's our new rule. Now we want to make sure we add the remote access user authorization. So we're going to go back in here. Actually, we're going to edit. So right here under server mode, that's where you change that to remote access user authentication. All right, so now we're going to go back down and we'll just save it. Now it wants us to create and configure the following standards for remote VPN users. So in order to do that, we're actually going to have to get out of this area and go back to the system up top. And we want to go to user manager, and you're going to create new users for these guys right here. All right, so go to add username. That's where you would add your first one, and we're going straight across. So let's go ahead and add the username in there, and then make sure the password you write as is. Here we go. That's your password, and you have to enter it twice. Confirm it. Now, and then confirm it again on this side. 31, and now, and then you give them the full name. Brian. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and add that because we don't have any other information to add on, and we're going to add the next one. Same thing. And then the password, same concept. You want to do the same thing. Rinse and repeat. All right, now let's confirm the password. Now the full name right there. And then after that, we should be done. That's pretty much all it wanted us to do. All right, we got them there. All right, hope that helps.